I don't enjoy my husband again, there's no foreplay, it just comes more. The more feminine you are, the more attractive you are to your husband. Hello Pam, you're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back to another warm discussion. So today we are going to be talking about feminine hygiene for new brides. So if you're meeting us for the first time, my name is Chex. So Chex is back with another sweet topic. You're welcome back, guys. So I believe I'm talking to like minds. Yeah, I believe I'm talking to adults, and I believe I'm talking to married women here, or people who are intending to go into it, like people who are already planning for their wedding, and maybe you are at the crossroad where you do not know how to get yourself ready or prepared for your man after the D-Day or from the D-Day. So this is like a guide, and it's a very sensitive topic in the sense that most times churches do their best to organize marriage counseling, but they don't really go deep into all these things, as if it is a sin or a taboo to be mentioned in a church. So you need videos like this to create awareness so that you will learn more and be in a better position where you can uphold yourself in your high esteem and present yourself more edible for your king. Okay, so I am just trying to make us to relax while we take up this topic. Don't be too rigid, don't be so tight up. Okay, we are all Christians and we have been there, and we'll eventually get to that point in our life, especially if you're taking the vocation of marriage. Okay, so without taking much of your time, I want you to know that the things we are going to discuss has a huge role to play when it comes to your health and your intimacy with your spouse or with your husband. And why most people are frustrated in marriage in that area, and most cases, if you turn left, right, center, you hear women complaining, I don't enjoy my husband again, there's no foreplay, he just comes straight, he doesn't care how I feel. You don't know that maybe this man has tried, but there are some certain things that are turning him off. So we are going to take it step by step, okay? How the whole thing starts and how we can care for every single stage of the act, okay? So the very first thing that I need you to understand is this. When a man wants to start anything with you, it starts from having a conversation. So when you open your mouth and there's a bad breath coming out, you always see the man trying to withdraw. You always see the man trying to shift from you. You're not a baby. You will notice all these things. But when the breath is fresh, the man will still be there and he wants to talk more. Okay? So the first place I think you should take care of is your mouth and your tongue. How well and how often do you brush? Brushing goes beyond just putting paste and doing it this way. Do you pay attention to those places that dirt might be hanging? Or how often do you normally use forks to remove everything that might be hanging in between? How often do you pay attention to your tongue? Because most times the bacteria that causes those odors, they hang on our tongue. Is it just business as usual? I've brushed and you do not pay attention to scraping all those things that might be hanging on your tongue. So these are the things that causes bad breath, and it has a solution. For instance, you can use a mouthwash. If you think that you have done all that you could and within you still feel uncomfortable with the things that comes out of there, or with the smell that comes out of there, you can opt for a mouthwash. Okay, to go a long way. It normally comes with all this minty and fresh breath kind of scent. So when you, after brushing, you can just use it to gargle down your throat and everywhere, so that when you open your mouth, you will just feel it. You just feel so minty, especially when you know that your husband is around, or especially again when you know you took something. Most of us, after brushing in the morning, then you go and eat. Most times you take all this food that are very spicy, that has all this strong aroma, and will feel I've brushed in the morning, so there's no need. Then you'll be walking around with that smell, thinking that is your right, babe. It's not your right. That man does not owe you that. Like he doesn't owe you to do it anyhow, that no matter how you present yourself. So the next stage after talking, you will find that the man will want to come closer. And when the man is coming closer to you, the next place he's coming is your shoulder, your neck, and your ear area. So this brings us to, when you want to use your deodorants, where to pay attention to. We have not gotten to the real act. Okay, so we are taking it a step at a time, because these are the things that throws him off, that makes him to withdraw and maybe go to down to the main thing and just do it as if he just open, let me do and go. You understand what I mean? So when you want to put on perfume, see where you need to concentrate on. You see your ribs, you put perfume here, because your hand goes to him. Okay, your hand, you use your hand a lot when you want to do the do. Okay, when you want to get into the act, you use your hand a lot. Your hand goes to his face, it goes to his shoulder, it goes a lot of places. And when I'm talking about the hand, it goes down to your armpit, because when you're cuddling, you get closer and your armpit is raised. And if the smell that is coming out, or whatever is coming out from there, is not friendly, it will still turn the man off. So you have to pay attention to your armpit as well. Make sure it is well trimmed, and you use a very nice deodorant there. Very nice, very feminine, very subtle. Don't go and use your husband's own, or use something that is very harsh at the same time. Make yourself to be more, the more feminine you are, the more attractive you are to your husband. Okay, so you pay attention to your armpit, you pay attention to your neck, you pay attention to your ear, back of your ear. Sometimes men, they can kiss up to that area. And you know, women, because of our nature and our hair, we are not like men that pours water directly on their head and it runs through everywhere. They wash, use soap and brush and sponge everywhere, their head, their neck, their ear. Because most times we have our hair made, and most times we don't even want water to touch our hair. We'll concentrate on the face like this, and when we want to pour water, we don't pour it like this, we still do it like this. And here suffers a lot, like your ear area, the back, the front, every part of it suffers a lot. And unfortunately, most times, if I must use that word, men goes to that area when they are into that act. Okay, so we need to make sure that all these places are clean. How do you feel when your husband is putting his tongue in all those places and you know that you did not wash it? You will not be comfortable. So for you to have that confidence, because all we are trying to do is for you to be confident to face your king. Okay, so when you're not confident, there are some, you just see yourself, even yourself, withdrawing. So take back your confidence and take care of yourself. That is the first place to start with. When we must have gotten all these places more attractive to our man, I think we will now go down to the main place, which is our VJ. So there's a lot of activities going on down there now, or a lot of activities that will be going on down there now. So you need to pay more attention to it. And two things you must do. One is regular wash. And when I mean regular wash, I don't know why some people will always go and patronize these people that has all this kind of wash. They say it's feminine wash, they say it's this one. So many of them contain some substances that are not good for that place. God made that place to be self-cleansing. Like the way it made that place takes care of itself naturally. Okay, so you don't need an extra lubricator. All the juice that it needs comes from within, not from outside. Okay, so don't try to do any other thing or to introduce any other substance from the outside to that place. It will do it more harm than good. It will kill the natural bacteria that protects that place. Okay, and when they are dead, you'll be exposed to infections. and some other viruses that are flying up and down. So when you know that there are a lot of activities going on there, like I said earlier, or that will be going on there any moment from now, you need to pay more attention to you need to make sure that that place is clean at all times, because there is some kind of smell coming out there. I know naturally we'll have some smell, so it's not all of them that should give you concern. Some of them are very natural, and some of them are actually what the man needs, like to attract him. And the season of your monthly cycle determines the kind of smell that comes out from there. So don't panic. When you're ovulating, it has a different kind of smell. When you are just done with your menstrual cycle, it has a different kind of smell. When you're in your free period and dry, it has a different kind of smell. So don't panic, except when you know that within you have some kind of infection, which I am coming to, because it's part of the way to take care of that place. When you have infection, it has this strong fish smell that even you cannot stand. So to be confident, I think while you are preparing for your marriage, you just squeeze out time to visit the lab, get yourself tested and treated of any infection. And most times, some people will advise that you treat with your partner. So it's not bad if you suggest it to your husband to be. Just tell him that you guys need to get yourself tested in that area and get yourself treated as well, so that you will rule out every form of infection. When you begin to hear all those kind of smells, then you can be confident within yourself and know that this one is not infection, that this one is natural, and this one is good. Okay, so having done that, all our advice that you wash with is water, a lot of water. You need a lot of water there. Pour in a lot of water while you're washing, not like inside, but the outer part. Wash it thoroughly. You can use soap, mild soap, but don't put your hand inside for any reason. For any reason, I repeat, okay? So leave that place. Let your man do the job when he wants to do the two, okay? So get it clean with water, and afterwards make sure it is always dry, because when it's not dry, it gives room for bacteria to thrive. So always wear a cotton lining that will always absorb any kind of moist around, not the type, all those lacy type. I know that as a new bride you want to appear so sexy, but we'll still have some sexy good lingeries that are pure cotton. You can shop for that and use them instead of exposing yourself to bacteria. Okay, so lastly, the last advice I'll give you is to invest in multivitamin. Like, invest in multivitamin and take a whole lot of water, because you don't need to be dehydrated going forward. Because once you're dehydrated, it affects that place, it affects the secretion, it will make you not to be juicy again when it gets to that area. So if you want to up your game in that area, forget about all these artificial lubricants that they are putting in your faces. Okay, that place secretes its own lubricant only if you are hydrated enough. So make sure you take a lot of water and a lot of multivitamin. There are good ones in the market that help that place again. There are some that has evening prime rose and the rest of them. Just when you get over the counter at any pharmacy, read through the content and you will see the one that will be so ideal for you. Get one and make sure you take, like, it's just very easy to swallow, like a tablet a day. It keeps your skin fresh and glowing, it keeps your nails strong, it makes your hair to be full, and it helps that place to be more juicy. Okay, so that is it about a new bride. If you really want to up your game in that area, I think this video and these tips will be very, very handy and so helpful. And until next time, guys, just be in charge. That's all I can tell you. Be in charge, and don't forget that I love you. Stay safe and see you in my next video. Bye.